all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. I feel so free. Oh, my sweet.
Good morning, everyone. I hope that you're okay. Welcome to my channel. My name is Leanne, and it's so lovely to have you here. Today is just a regular old day in the life. What I wanted to do before we crack on with all of the bits and bobs that I've got going on today is just give you a little bit of an update on my HRT journey and how things are going. Are you ready for this? What I would say is, since starting my HRT, my symptoms have improved dramatically. A lot of the brain fog, not all of it, a lot of the brain fog has eased up. My extreme low mood fluctuations have really calmed down, so that's amazing. I'm still on the same estrogen gel. What I have is 4 pumps of that a day, so I have 1 on each arm and 1 on each thigh. I don't know what they would do if they upped the dose anymore, because running out of body parts. Yeah, so I take that. I have 1 pill every night, which is the I'll pop it on the screen because I can't remember what it's called. So I have 1 of those every night, and I also take my antihistamine at night time. That has really helped with my itchiness. Probably that and the right amount of estrogen. My scalp situation, I would say, is 50% improved. Not using any particular fancy shampoos or anything. I've tried lots of different things and nothing was really helping, so I just persevered with the HRT and the antihistamines. What I do notice if I don't take the antihistamines, then my scalp starts really itching. So there might be something in that. I maybe need to mention that to the GP the next time. I take vitamins every day, so I take vitamin C, vitamin D, magnesium, and the turmeric and ginger one. Haven't noticed any improvement in the pain in my arm from the turmeric, but I'll keep on taking it. I'm sure it's going to take a while to get into my system. With regards to the magnesium, wow. I had a problem, injured elbow, and had several injections in that, and it was giving me constant pain. There was talk about me potentially having a surgery one day to shave down the bone, because the nerve that runs across your elbow, you know, when you hit a funny bone, that was catching on a bit of bone. I'm so sorry. She's so dramatic, honestly. No, I'm not talking to you right now. Leave me alone. I'm so sorry about that. So yeah, so what I would say is with magnesium, I know it's definitely that's helped that pain in my arm, because when I ran out and Martin, it took a few more days than usual to arrive. So I think I'd been without it for 2 or 3 days and the pain come back. So that definitely does help with that. My brain fog, stroke, forgetfulness, that's better. A lot better, but I don't know if it's stress or anything like that, but for example, for the last 3 days now, I have been convinced that yesterday I had my physio appointment. Not only yesterday, that I've also been thinking that I have it next week as well, because Lauren popped over yesterday and I said, that's fine. She said, are you in? Sorry, I'm just on my way round, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, I have got to go out in a few hours for my physio appointment. And then she was like, oh, I thought that was next week, because she'd asked me to have Nate for her. And I said, yeah, I can, but I've got a physio appointment. So when she said that, I thought, what? So I went, you know, they text you and you've got an appointment. So I went on, and it's not even next week, it's the week after. And then I've just been out this morning, come into the house. I thought, where on earth is my phone? I must have left it in the car. So then I'm searching, I'm looking for where I've put the car keys, because I'm like, well, how am I supposed to get in the car? The car's locked. We have a key bowl. It's always, I put them straight in there when I walk in. No, it's not in my handbag, it's not in my coat pocket. I'm literally getting stressed at this point, thinking, what have I done? Then I thought, have I left them in the car? I'm sure but the car's locked. No, they're in the front door. So I left my phone in the car, keys, and I've literally just got out of the car and just walked in the house. Just left the keys and my phone, and so yeah, them parts are fun at the moment. What I would say is, I think that there's a lot of symptoms and things that you don't even realise are associated with perimenopause or menopause, and I think it's really good that we talk about these things and educate ourselves, and definitely, ladies, involve your partner's husbands. You have to, because Martin, not on purpose, would make... We have banter about everything in our life. We're them type of people. We're best friends as well as soulmates and husband and wife, and so we have a lot of banter with each other. But for some reason, this wasn't funny to me at all. None of it. So he would make like little, I don't know, just little silly little jokes, and it actually really, really upset me, really affected me a lot. And as soon as I made him aware of that, he felt absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. I said to him, you know, if you had anything wrong with your men's parts, I would never humiliate you and pick fault and things. And he said, oh, he loves me. I know he loves me. And I was just super, super sensitive about it, because that's what made me hold back from sharing that part of my life with him. I found it really difficult in the beginning because I felt embarrassed, and I felt like he was going to look at me different and not find me sexy anymore. And so in sharing those thoughts and feelings, it's actually been a fun journey for us to, you know, your body changes, things change in your body. I don't want to go into too much information, you know, my children do watch this. But yeah, things change, and so you need a little bit of help, or, you know, if you know, you know. And to be able to have those open, frank conversations without bursting into tears was amazing. So definitely speak to your partners and husbands. You know, my church, they're absolutely wonderful, and there's a lovely, lovely lady there, Christine, and she runs so we have like a women's commission where we share scripture every day, and she runs like women's events and things like that. She's absolutely incredible. Now, unfortunately, I missed it, but she'd run a women's evening where they were talking about the perimenopause, menopause, etc. And her husband gave her a word, or used a word to make sure that your men aren't on pause. And that's so true, because things in a marriage, you know, everything's important in a marriage: communication, intimacy, all of that. And I'm not speaking for all of you, but I'm speaking from my own personal... I lost all my confidence, and yeah, I didn't feel very good about myself. I didn't feel very good about myself anymore. So instead of... I don't know why I'm getting so upset. It's because it's hard, isn't it? Like, it's hard to talk about those things. Instead of involving him in that process of me, you know, needed a little bit more maybe, or I shut down and shut him out and tried to... You know, I was dealing with it in my own mind, and that's not fair. We're a team, we're one. We're supposed to share all of those, warts and all, you know. And it's a fact of life. Every single woman will go through this in their life. Every single woman. You can't avoid it. You might not get it as extreme as another lady, because all of our bodies are completely different and they need different things, and the hormone fluctuations affect different things. You know, some people don't suffer with the hot flushes, some people don't suffer with the itchiness, some people don't suffer with dryness, some people don't suffer with the mood swings, and then some people suffer with it all. And I think we can be kind and understanding that we all have different coping mechanisms. Do you know what I mean? Like, we can all deal with things in different ways. Some people can just take it with a pinch of salt and get on with their life, and it's not going to affect them. And I admire those women so much, but I also admire those women that can hold their hands up and say, oh, I'm having a hard time, I'm struggling with this. There's no shame in that. We should be able to have these conversations so that it's normalised, so that it's easy just to go brain fog, and you don't feel like an absolute lemon, instead of having this complete anxiety and panic of, I'm in the middle of a conversation with you and I've just completely forgotten what I'm talking about. I don't know what your name is. It's scary, scary stuff. It's not a joke. Like, I joke about little things now and then, but it's not a joke. So if you are really severely struggling with this and you've not seen your GP, please go and see your GP. There is nothing to feel ashamed about. It's totally, totally normal. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. This is something that needs to be talked about, and this doesn't exclude you young ladies that have not yet experienced this, because you will. So you need to get your relationship ready for that next stage in your life, because it will happen. You know, we're quite free about talking about our body changing after pregnancy and things like that. We don't talk about what happens during perimenopause and menopause. And so what that does is, you know, that's why a lot of marriages do fail, I think. And I don't know about you, but I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy to accept that. I want him involved. I want him to learn. You know, we're learning together, and that's what it should be. I'm sorry if I've really waffled on far longer than I should have, but I just want everybody out there that is struggling, don't let age be this thing where they say you're too young for that, you're too young for that, because that's ridiculous. Each body is completely different. You know, I'd completed my family by the age I was 20. Most people haven't started then. So maybe that is factors. I don't know. It'd be interesting to know if you were a young mum, if, you know, you started your perimenopause earlier. I don't think this particularly early, but what do I know? I mean, I'm 44. So, and I still have periods. So it's not like, you know, that was the thing that really irritated me with my GP when she said, well, when did your period stop? And you know, when you're like, wow, that's really worrying, that. Yeah. But to be fair, they're not trained in it. GPs aren't actually trained in a lot of things, so we give them a hard time, I think, and they don't receive training in that. I think it's something you have to request, like a bolt-on, if you like, to their career, which is just madness considering every single woman will go through it. So it's something that I think should be part of their training. And hopefully that's something that's going to change for the next generation. Because this battle, I get so many messages, so many. I've got a larger following on TikTok, and I am inundated with messages of cries for help, and it's heartbreaking. And I'm not an expert, so I'm not trying to give advice in the sense of what type of HRT and things like that. It's none of my business. That's between your own research and your GP. What I have been pointing the ladies towards at the moment is the Balance app, or the Balance website. I'm going to link that. Please check it out. It's got so much useful information on there that is incredible. My inbox is always open, so if you are struggling, I might not get back to you immediately because, like I said, I do get inundated. Like, I'm not an expert, but I think that I have empathy, and a little bit of kindness and time goes a long way. So whilst I might not email you back immediately, I will get back to you, and hopefully it might help. Just have some information. So please feel free. Don't ever suffer. You're not alone in this. Never alone. There's plenty of us that understand, and my ladies in the comments are amazing. Anyhow, I'm going to love and leave you there. I hope I've covered all of the aspects for an update. It's very difficult because sometimes I forget. If there's anything in specific that you'd like to know about, then please just ask, and I'll do my best to answer you in the most honest and authentic way. I'm going to get on with a little bit of cleaning that I need to do because I've got the grandbabies coming over this weekend. So I'm going to bring you along for whatever today holds. I hope that you're all okay, and I'll catch up with you in a little bit.
Want to keep it nice and clean, not freak out and cause a scene. I try to hold it together, keep it together. Not sure who I really am, just be cute and super bland. I try to hold it together, keep it together. Been playing it down, but I'm so getting tired. Now won't you meet high? 'Cause I've been feeling that crazy, and I need to lose control. So baby, put the record on, baby, put the record on, hit it. And I've been needing that crazy, and I gotta let it go. So baby, put the record on, I'm not gonna need that song, hit it.
ready?
No way.
Because otherwise you don't like chocolate.
Hi guys.
Hi.
So the kids are all here for their sleepover with Nanny and Gaga. Are you excited?
Yeah. We're going to have hot dogs for dinner.
We're going to have hot dogs for dinner. They're super excited.
And having pancakes for dinner.
For breakfast.
Breakfast. And we're going to have popcorn. We're going to have pancakes forever. A movie. I will have all the popcorn.
You're going to have all the popcorn?
I'm excited to be at my nanny's.
That's so cute. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Say lots of love, God bless.
Lots of love, God bless. You guys stay there for 1,000 days.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you see, please hit the subscribe button. I'll catch up with you really, really soon. Lots and lots of love. God bless. Bye.
Bye.
And I think to myself, and I'm thinking out loud, we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time.